Hey guys, welcome to the Horsepower Bids podcast. This is the show where we talk about all things cars and bikes. My name is Ajinkya.
My name is Sayam.
Yeah, and before we start, I just need to mention that Sayam made an amazing video about Mahindra and why we think that Mahindra should really build a supercar. We'll link that description. We'll link that video in the description below. So go check it out. I think it was a great video. And yeah, Mahindra, if you're watching this, please build it. Like, it would be really cool to see a Mahindra supercar. And we go through in detail as to why we think that it would be the perfect fit. And yeah, moving on, in our first news story today, this is the first time officially a CEO has come out and said that they wouldn't be able to upgrade their older models from E20 to E30. So just to give you a bit of insight, the BMW boss recently came out. His name is Hardeep Singh Brar. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yeah.
And yeah, so he's come out and said that his older vehicles, so the vehicles that were built from now up to 2023, which were E20 compliant, cannot be retrofitted with to comply with E30 fuel. And he basically stated that as you go higher and higher in ethanol blends, we need to study the impact of what's going to happen on the roads, on the Indian vehicles, and the longevity of the vehicles. And this is the first time I think a CEO has come out and said that, which is big news, I think.
Yeah, which is very big thing. Yeah.
And he also mentioned, which I think is a very critical fact, in the manufacturing process, they needs to be given a bit more advanced timelines so that they can invest more in R&D and the likes. And I think his points are valid, and I want to get your thoughts on it.
Yeah. Personally, I feel that government should have right now they should pace it down, the thing which is like E22 upgrading to E27 or 30 thing, because first point which you already told me that company need time to R&D. The second thing, it's a big expense for any company because they had to make two variants of it. First one is specifically for India because the ethanol thing is going on, but they also have to meet international standards over there.
Yeah, so I think he mentioned this during the launch of the new Countryman, which is currently being built in the southern part of India.
Yeah.
So that's where he mentioned this. Yeah. So now you have a Countryman that's being produced for the Indian market, which I think would do great, which is E20 compliant currently. And they have to make the same model for the rest of the world, which is not E20 compliant, which can use regular fuel.
And one more thing, not only the car manufacturer, but many of the petrol pump has also started, giving the description details over there on the petrol pump that fuels have 15 to 20% ethanol, which can damage your bike. So they are also making it very clear that if anything happens to your bike, like petrol pumps, petrol companies are not responsible for that if any damage is done.
Yeah, insurance companies also are going to take
insurance companies, they also raise their hand up. So where should we go? So
yeah, but I have a question for you now.
Yeah.
Let's say I'm a manufacturer.
Yeah.
I know I have a fairly unreliable engine. Is this a good excuse?
Oh my
right?
God.
I have a good excuse to blame it on the fuel.
Yeah, exactly, man. No, I don't want to say anything.
Yeah, let's not go down that route.
Yeah.
Let's not go down that route.
Oh my God.
But what's the larger impact for enthusiasts? I feel like it would discourage enthusiasts from buying their dream car, right? Because if you can't get the fuel that's available, or I know there's only certain fuel pumps that do have full.
Rare, like
it's quite rare. Yeah, you're right.
It's quite rare to get it like. Overall, if you see as a Indian perspective, everyone can't have an access to an XP100, and if they also have access to XP100 or some fuel which has an zero ethanol or low ethanol, the problem is the price. As per my research, XP100 is costing around 167.35 rupees.
That's the date of shooting this podcast. We don't. It could go further up, right?
It could go further high. So 167 rupees for a single liter. It's not for every middle class can't afford that thing if they want it without ethanol petrol.
So if you're an enthusiast, a car and bike enthusiast, you really have to worry about how it's impacting your pocket and how it's impacting the longevity of your engine.
Exactly.
All right. Yeah, here are my thoughts on it. I have a slightly different take on it. I think the government's doing this in order to curb people from buying more and more cars.
Yeah.
Just think about it, the population's growing, the economy is doing well, more and more people can afford higher and higher cc motorbikes. The impact on the roads will be great. The impact on pollution will be great. So maybe it's a way of the government trying to curb pollution, try to curb traffic. But there's many other ways you can do that.
Because financing is very easy right now. Anyone can buy anything on EMI. You know, everything's accessible for everyone.
I think right now, in terms of the economy, it's the greatest time to be a car bike enthusiast because you have the biggest selection on the market, right? Apart from fuel, you have the biggest selection.
Apart from fuel, we have 1,000 options if you want to buy a car or bike, man.
Which as a car and bike enthusiast, I think it's not the best time to own a thing, but it's not the best time to run a bike. But I think it's the best time to choose different variety of bikes.
I just feel it's not fair with us. That's it.
It's not fair. I think every petrol pump should have the option of E20, E30, and pure petrol.
Many countries are doing that. They have running options for 5 years, 7 years, and then they are discontinuing the older option. You know, like after that. But in India, they have suddenly launched E20 and E20 hi milega. So you know, I don't like that thing. Okay,
but now I think it's sorry to cut you off. I think it's a better option now for manufacturers to give you lower and lower cc but better more efficient engines. So you have a 350 cc engine, but you can go higher horsepower because no one's worried about the longevity of the engine. And the other thing is that it's the best time to buy a used car now because you've skipped the depreciation. On a used bike, you know that the engine's not going to last as long as you want it to. So why spend that extra 2 or 3 lakh rupees on a bike or a car? You know, in the case of a car, it could be more like as much as 10 lakh rupees. So at least you're not worried about the damage. This is the best time to buy used, I feel. Because you know your engine's going to get damaged whether it's a brand new or a second-hand thing. Why not abuse the second-hand engine? Not that we want to promote anything, any of our future projects, which we'll mention at a later date. But I think it's the best time to buy used
I would save that money and put it in the modifications, man.
Put in the modification, when we're allowed to do modifications. That's a whole other issue.
Oh my god. We'll make a different video on this.
That's another topic for another day.
Yes.
All right, moving on to our next story. And this is one of my favorite stories because I'm a big fan of what's happening. Porsche and Pixar have launched 3 new models. They're one-off models set to go off on auction for charity.
I can see that over here.
They launched it during the premiere of the new Toy Story 5 movie, which is that movie has a special place in my heart because one of the first animated movies I've watched.
The OG.
The OG. We'll bring up some visuals on the screen here. It is the OG actually. Now that you mentioned it, it's the first 3D animated movie, right? The first 3D animated feature film done by Pixar. Wow, fast. And I'm a big Porsche fan. And I love what they've done. So they gave Buzz Lightyear became the 911 GT3 RS, which is the perfect selection. And man, I think they did a good job. Look at the details. We have the article right in front of us. And so they gave it the white rims, and instead of the GT3 RS logo, they changed it to the SR logo, which is Space Ranger. They gave it white rims, and I think it's just completely on theme. And I just love that car makers are having a little fun now.
Max creativity out.
Max creativity, and they actually did work with the designers. So the Porsche designers came down to the Pixar offices, and they worked closely with the Pixar animators to create this. And if you look at the details, they also got custom wheels done by Goodyear to read Lightyear. And if you look at the details, it's actually engraved with the Buzz Lightyear logo. And man, I just love that this happened, and it's for a great cause. It's for charity.
See that Woody version over there. They have given that carpet.
Moving on to So Jesse.
That's my favorite one. The woody version.
The woody version. Okay, let's.
Because of that color. Oh my God, they have given that the denim color look. Oh, it looks so great, man.
Yeah, it gave it a proper cowboy vibe.
Yeah.
So Woody was a Carrera T, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Carrera T, and the rims got the rims and the headrest have the sheriff star in it, which is a perfect touch.
Yeah,
I feel.
That custom gearbox. Oh my God, that's so crazy.
And the gear knob is the Pixar logo. And man, I think more car makers need to do this, and maybe we'll make a separate video on what movie characters we'd like to see as either Porsches or supercars. I think that would be a fun idea. To tell us in the comments what you guys think about it. Yeah. And finally, let's talk about Jesse. Jesse was the Targa 4 GTS, and it had the hide, the cow hide floor mats. With the yeehaw on the foot on the door well. Man, I think it was just a great collaboration. Yeah. Any additional thoughts on it?
Yeah, Jesse has this, it gives a spicy look. If you see over here.
Yeah, and they didn't hold back on the colors. Really, they really went wild on the colors.
They went wild
normally
on the
people
color.
Wouldn't spec it.
Exactly. You can see the small details of the blue patches.
The pin, here. Like it was like pinstriping almost on. On the door well, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, the front is even crazy.
I'm a big fan of this, and I think more car makers should do. Should do this more often.
Do more collabs.
Do more collabs. Yeah, do more collabs. That's the takeaway from this. Yeah, coming back now to more bike news.
Yeah.
Royal Enfield. There's been some spy shots of Royal Enfield testing the 750cc engine, which I think is going to be the step up from the 650 cc, and I think the first model that people there's been spy shots of is the Himalayan 750, which I think this was a long time coming. We kind of needed the 750 engine.
Yes.
And Royal Enfield had a habit where they start off with the 535, right? Then they went on to the 650, and now we've gone on to.
Now they have discontinued 650.
They're gonna. Is that official?
Yeah, it's official. They have discontinued GT 650, and now they are launching GT 750, and that same engine is going to be there in Himalayan 750. So they both will have a 750cc.
So exciting! If you're a Royal Enfield fan, exciting time.
They are going to launch 750cc in both the versions.
And I'm just hoping that I haven't driven the Himalayan yet, but I'm just hoping that the bigger engine would help it sit on the road a little better. It's not going to be as lightweight.
Yeah.
Just looking at the spy shots, I think it's I don't mind the way it looks. I think that it looks great with that tall facing
the big
windscreen.
tank like a GS or something.
Yeah, it's going to compete with the GS.
Yeah.
And the only thing, my only gripe with it is I like spoke wheels. I think the Himalayan, the GT, they really suit with spoke wheels.
Yeah.
And
I think they will give an option. And the best part about 750 is, which I personally like, is braking. They have improved the braking a lot. In the front also, if you see, they have dual disc brakes.
Oh, okay.
So the braking would be even more great.
And you need that on for
and I feel that there would be same mechanism. We will have the same braking system in GT also, because we all know that GT 650 bhagti hai but rukti nahi hai.
But you see, if I had to pick,
great braking over there.
But if I had to pick between Royal Enfield's lineup at the moment, the only two bikes that really excite me are the GT6, the Continental GT 650, and now that it's going to be a 750, I think I'm
GT 750 now.
Yeah, I think I'm more excited for that now.
Yeah.
And I like the Bear 650 because I like that off-road capability, scrambler.
Scrambler look kind of.
So these are the two models, but I'm excited to see what the Himalayan looks like, because I think this look is much better than the existing Himalayan.
And, definitely.
And Royal Enfield have a habit of building these artistic tanks. So I'm excited to see what they do with the color combinations. And all of that.
The front suspension is also going to be of a golden color, so it will give a good contrast to the bike. It'll give a good contrast.
Yeah, so I'm excited. Like I said, my only gripe with it is it doesn't have the spoke wheels, and I hope that it's an option.
There would be an option. I hope so.
So if any of you guys know about Royal Enfield and what they're coming up with, comment down. if they're going to have spoke wheels as an option, because I think that's a must.
Yeah.
Especially for a touring bike, I think it just gives that
for touring and off-roading.
It gives that look. Yeah. So speaking of Royal Enfield, and sticking on the theme of bikes, we have some opinions. We have some opinion pieces, and we just wanted to know currently in the market. There's a lot of options on the 400cc bikes.
Yeah, 400cc is a segment which is, I personally feel, is best for India, because this engine gives all-rounder approach to a person. If that guy wants, you can cruise it for touring also, you can use it for local city also, because if you have a much bigger engine, it's not that...
it's kind of like the do-it-all bike, the do-it-all engine at the moment.
The moment, because if you have an engine like 750 or like more than 400-500, the problem is you can't use that in a long run in city itself, especially in cities like Mumbai, Delhi. The traffic is very high, so I feel
750 is not the right option.
I feel the 400 fits the perfect over there.
Okay, so my question to you is, right now, what 400cc, approximately 400cc, because we've just kind of given a bit of a range.
Yeah, obviously.
As you'll see in my option, what 400cc bike would you pick from the current range of bikes that are sold?
Okay, so I personally obviously for off-roading and touring, we have Himalayan. And then we also, if more of a city use, and if we want an overall all-in-one bike, I feel Gorilla would be the best, because it's very agile. It's a pocket rocket. If you want a KTM on a Royal Enfield logo, you can go for Gorilla. That's what I feel, and I just personally love that bike.
Okay, I haven't driven one. I know you've driven one, and hopefully I get to drive one. But I just don't like the look of the Gorilla. I find it a bit odd.
It's a small bike.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that. I think the rugged tires suit.
Yeah.
The rugged tires.
Yeah, they have a huge tire.
They have a huge tire section on it. I don't know what we'll have to find out, and maybe we'll put the tire section down in the caption below.
Yeah.
And so my pick, I went for. I know you're not going to like this, but I'm a KTM fanboy. Call me what you want. But yeah, I think the KTM Adventure is the perfect sub 400cc bike, or there and thereabouts. And I'll tell you why. The new KTM Adventure. They took a lot of inspiration in the looks department from the bike that raced in the Dakar.
Yeah.
And it just looks beautiful. I think that wide windscreen, the tall windscreen suits it. It's got better suspension than the Royal Enfield Himalayan. It's got better electronics. All right. That high revving engine is beautiful. It's, like I said, it's lighter. It's got a higher power to weight ratio, so you can kind of do everything with that bike. You can do a bit of city riding, you can do a bit of touring, you can do a lot of off-roading with it, great off-roading with it. I think now, as you know, because of the GST ruling, there's two engine options. So if you're in a bit of a budget, you can go for the 350 option, the 350cc option, 349cc, 347, just below that GST mark. And there's a 390cc option for the real enthusiast, and which is the one I would pick if I had the budget, obviously. And I just think they're great. I think they're great bikes. I think KTM's doing an amazing job at the moment.
Yeah, the pricing is pretty.
The pricing is pretty competitive. And it has that effortless feel compared to the Royal Enfield. I think Royal Enfields are better built bikes.
Yeah.
They're more robust.
But if you compare the pillion comfort, it's greter at the Himalayan as compared to the.
Yeah, but I don't want to take anyone behind. I just want to ride by myself.
That's a different perspective.
You come by taxi or rickshaw or something. I'll go zip through the city, right?
Typical KTM guy.
Okay, and then my second option, and I know this is a bit of a stretch, but I've gone with the new Aprilia 457 RS. I think it's, and I'll tell you why. You get Italian styling, beautiful bike for the price range. And I'm also going to include, there's a 200 450 in that, which is the naked bike, but I would go for the super bike, the sports bike option. It's the only bike in that segment that has a twin cylinder engine, so it just rides a lot smoother. Right?
Yeah, it's refined.
It's a lot more refined. And man, it is a bit pricey, but man, you get basically super bike performance.
Yeah, you get like crazy
for sub 4 lakhs, for sub 5 lakhs, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
we'll put the pricing, the exact pricing down, on-road pricing down. And I think it's a great looking, it's a sexy bike, and it's built in India, man. I don't know what more you want. And I think that's the perfect segment. What do you think about my choice?
Yeah, Aprilia is actually good if someone is looking for a sports bike and specifically have a range of like 400cc or something. I think this would be the best option if you have like a decent budget. Yeah, this is the best bike you can get at a 400cc range.
400cc,
yeah, if you have that budget.
Yeah, and for the enthusiast, I feel like these two bikes are the best you can get. And they do everything. Well, in the Aprilia, you can't really go off-roading much. Yeah. But if you're not into off-roading, I think that's the best bike in that segment. Yeah, depending on your budget, obviously.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
But yes, I agree. The build quality on a Royal Enfield is like no other, right?
Because we are making our own bikes.
yeah. It's not badged. It's not badged by other guys. Fair
BMW,
enough.
what are you doing?
I'm not even going to pick BMW in this option. I think they've missed the marker. So let's not talk about what BMW is doing right now.
One more thing which I want to mention about 750 Himalayan is the pricing. Okay, so as per the rumors, the ex-showroom price is going to be around 4 to 4.5 lakh for a 750cc engine. So I feel that it would be around 5.5 to 6 lakh on road for a 750cc engine, and I feel.
And what are the competitors like? What's Triumph like?
There is no competition at this pricing.
At that price, I think they're north of 10 lakhs, right? At
least they're about 10 lakhs. Yeah,
for a touring bike.
Exactly.
And and BMW must be even more than that.
BMW 440 GS is around 6 lakhs on road. 6.
Yeah, then the Royal Enfield's a crazy deal.
Crazy deal. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a bit heavy, but Royal Enfield wale manage kar.
And I think it'll still be better than what Harley Davidson made, that 750cc, which completely failed. I feel like nobody bought.
It was a sales disaster.
It was a sales disaster. Just for the name Harley, a lot of people went for that. But I think this is a much better option. Yeah. And better looking. I feel like Royal Enfield always kills it in the looks department.
Let's see.
Yeah. Moving on to our next. My next question to you is. Tires are the best first modification you can do to any car or any bike. So you buy a brand new bike or you buy a brand new car. The first modification you should do is get a good set of tires.
Okay, I feel that you should this should be definitely the first priority, because by the word modification, I don't mean that those fat tires on a car or bike, like reasonable, like the correct size for that. But you should definitely upgrade to a great one, because I feel it's the foundation. It's the only thing which connects the bike to the ground. Okay, so I feel you should go for it. It should be your best modification, because it just would not be great just for the good grip, but it will also help you in great stopping power and overall better stability and balance on a higher speed itself.
Yeah. I read somewhere that on a bike, the contact patch is the size of a credit card.
Yes.
Like it's nothing. If you think of it, it's that much, right? Yeah. So yeah, man. I think you need to the first upgrade anyone needs to do is get better tires. So when you're buying,
never compromise on that.
Never compromise on that. And then when you're buying a brand new car or a brand new bike, first check what tires the OEM manufacturer is putting on it, and also budget for better tires. And so even if they expected to wear out is like 50,000 kilometers, swap them out well before.
And also check the manufacturing dates of the tire.
Because what most buyers don't realize is that when a manufacturer puts on a tire, they're looking at other things apart from great performance. They're looking at longevity of the tire. They're looking at fuel efficiency, and predominantly they're looking at cost. Right? They want the better margin, and which manufacturer gives them a better deal.
Yeah.
So I think the first thing anyone should do is swap out the tires.
Yeah.
Top of the tires.
Yes.
Yeah, so you don't need that fancy paint job. You don't need the wrap. You don't need it. You don't need that exhaust in the beginning.
But you definitely need a great tire.
Great tire. Yeah.
That's gonna keep you alive.
That's gonna keep you exactly, man. It's you just don't realize how important it is. Whether you have a 10 horsepower bike or a 500 horsepower supercar, check your tires and upgrade your tires. That's the best advice I can give you. Right?
Yeah, definitely go for that.
Definitely go for that.
Yeah.
And that's it. I hope you guys liked our first podcast. Comment down below what you'd like us to discuss. There's a lot of effort being put into these podcasts, and we have something coming up that we'd like to announce in later episodes. And watch the video that Sayam made on Mahindra building a supercar. I think it's a great video.
That.
Yeah. And we have great content coming ahead. And stay tuned.
Bye.